The other day, we covered how Dragon Age the Veilguard got completely stomped by Farming Simulator 25, and we got a funny, hilarious update about it. It sold 2 million copies in its first week when Veilguard barely was able to get 1 million. How the turntables have turned where a game like Dragon Age struggles just to even get 1 million sales. And we all know why. Do I even dare have to say it? Can we guess? Do I need the little who wants to be a millionaire choices down here? It's because you go woke, you go broke. People don't want bullshit like misgendering cutscenes where you have to take a barf and do push-ups. People don't want top surgery scars. People don't want ugly characters. People don't want wokeness injected into their video games. It's bad because I've played Farming Simulator on the Nintendo Switch a few years back, and I didn't like it. But apparently it has a big following that outsold Dragon Age Veilguard, one of the biggest games of the year. And there's more to this story because it's actually quite ironic. This is the first time any farming simulator game has sold this well. So, holy guacamole. So, we're looking at this article from Fandom Pulse. And this is after the first week of it coming out. They embarrassed BioWare on Steam. The player counts on the Steam database just blew right through the fucking water. Dragon Age Veilguard has not been able to keep a strong concurrent player base. If anything, they're actually losing players right now. Yeah, they're losing players. So yeah, this article says Farming Simulator 25 developer Giant Software revealed it sold 2 million copies of the game in its first week after its peak player counts embarrassed BioWare and its Dragon Age Veilguard release. Giant Software shared on X that Farming Simulator 25 was its most successful launch in the history of Farming Simulator. Let's just go ahead and give it a round of applause, guys, because my God, you know, if there's any further indication in this year of our Lord in 2024 that all these companies that are trying to force DEI and pronouns and all this bull crap, like top surgery scars, that's not the way to go. That is literally like instant dead on arrival for your video game or your movie or your television show. This is it. This is it, guys. Like, people, if you're making a video game, please don't feel the need to have to cater to this audience, this modern audience. They do not show up. Stop catering to them. Like Michael Jordan says, stop it. Stop it. Get some help, right? There's no need to do it because it does you no good. If anything, it ruins your reputation and credibility as a video game studio. Don't buy into the whole, we have to be politically correct, we have to be diverse and all this crap. You could be diverse without having to fucking cater to the woke audience, guys. You could do it. Now, it says it's added that it's had 2 million copies sold in a week. That is fucking fantastic. Furthermore, it touted that it had over 125,000 players playing concurrently on its launch date. On top of sharing its achievements, the developer also noted it was already working on a free content update, patches, packs, and expansion. It also promised that they'll keep adding more machines, features, and fun. So, unlike Dragon Age the Veilguard, they're not dropping support. They're not dropping support for this game at all. In fact, if you remember, EA and BioWare said that they're not planning any upcoming DLCs, no expansions at all for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Or like I said, the Veilguard. They're not planning any kind of future support for that game at all. But Farming Simulator 25 has it right here. And here's the tweet that they had. They're going to be adding new mods. They're going to be adding new machines, features, funds, patches, updates, expansions. Like, awesome. You'd love to see video game companies that don't cater to the woke mob do well. So super fucking congratulations to Giant Software. Like, you didn't cater to this woke minority of people that are super vocal on the internet that hate anybody that's not in their echo chamber. I'm surprised they're not trying to cancel this game now. I'm surprised they're not trying to cancel Farming Simulator and saying stupid shit like, "Oh, look, it's two white people on the artwork. How come it's not diverse enough? That should be a person of color and a gay man or something like that." Like, that's how these people think, guys. That's how they think. They see color and they see orientation and everything's about sex. Everything's fucking about sex. That's why when you debate somebody, they always make it to where you don't get laid and they talk about your looks instead of actually holding a real discussion, a real topic. They get violent. They take insults personal. They try to distract from the narrative. They could never hold an actual real conversation. And when companies do well, like Giant Software, good on them because they didn't buy into it. They made a game. They made sure the mechanics were good enough for people to be interested in it. And it speaks for itself. No agendas, no narratives, no ideologies, just a game that speaks for itself. Congrats. Major fucking props. So continuing on with this article, it says, as noted by Giant Software, the game hit a peak concurrent player count of 126,761 on its launch day and would hit an all-time peak of 135,970 a few days later on Sunday, November 27th. Which is weird because it's only November 22nd. So I guess that's a typo right there. I guess that's a fucking typo. So going on, it says, as of writing, there are more people playing Farming Simulator 25 than Dragon Age of Veilguard's all-time peak. There are currently 94,737 concurrent players. Dragon Age, the Veilguard peaked at 89,418. So right now, if you're looking at the time of this writing, the peak players on Farming Simulator are 94,737. The peak all-time of Dragon Age was only 89,418. So the actual players at the time of this writing on this screenshot have already surpassed the all-time peak of Dragon Age. That's terrible. That's embarrassingly bad. That's like EA's never going to recover from that. And this is probably the last Dragon Age we're going to have. Now, this goes on to say it's unclear how many units Dragon Age of Veilguard sold, as BioWare nor EA have publicly announced any sales data. Spoiler, that means it's terrible if you haven't announced anything. However, a rumor from Smash claims it sold at least 1 million. So Smash posted this a while back saying he has a source at BioWare that says they've crossed over 1 million. I have my doubts. Smash says they have their doubts. They're not pushing the numbers. They're not making a marketing push. They're not bragging that 1 million copies were sold. They're pretty much radio silent outside of saying that they're no longer supporting the game with DLC or expansions. So honestly, if they sold 1 million, if it was doing any kind of like notable statistics or the player base was doing good, they would brag about it. Every company touts their successes. Dragon Age is not doing that. Dragon Age is just moving along and saying, hey, we're going to go work, BioWare and EA are saying, hey, we're going to go work on Mass Effect. See ya, right? That's not a good sign. And then there was like a picture floating around on social media where it was like a GameStop rack that was all Dragon Age. like half the fucking shelf was Dragon Age, and it's funny enough, the sign said, "What's hot? Get it here." It's like it's all Dragon Age. Like literally nobody's playing this fucking game anymore, and it's supposed to be discounted. I think I saw like a tweet from Cheap Ass Gamer discounted. I'm not buying this piece of shit until it's like under $20, and even then, I'm getting that some bitch pre-owned, right? This is one of the colossal failures. This is one of the colossal failures of the year, and they keep trying to fucking say that there's wins and that it's won and that we're just trying to be the chuds are just trying to find a rage boner for it. I mean, business is business. This is bad. This is bad, guys. There's no way for you to turn around on it. So it says, regardless, the game clearly did not have breakout potential, as EA CEO Andrew Wilson touted ahead of the game's release, as it was clearly bodied by Farming Simulator, which indeed have breakout potential. So that's the funniest thing about it, is a fucking Farming Simulator game fucking crushed it. So Wilson's quote was, "I certainly think Veilguard has breakout potential." Again, 10 years ago, Dragon Age Inquisition won Game of the Year and was a very strong performer for us in the conduct of our business. This is entertainment, and so while much of our business has moved to live service moment to moment, deliver innovation and creativity for a deeply engaged community over the course of time, this opportunity to bring in an incredibly high-quality creative storytelling, yeah, right, set in an amazing world with rich character, blah, 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 all that crap, for nothing, because this game didn't even get nominated for Game of the Year. Didn't even get nominated for any fucking major fucking awards. It got completely snubbed for the most part. I think maybe it has like one nomination for accessibility in the Game Awards, which is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. So here's the 24-hour peak of what's playing right now. 19,000 compared to what's going on with as of this writing with Farming Simulator. And in the last 24 hours, it peaked at 24,000. The all-time peak, they still haven't beat it 17 days ago. So Giant Software Farming Simulator 25 crushing it. 2 million copies sold in its first week. Completely embarrassing Dragon Age the Veilguard. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'd love for you guys to join the AB Nation, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. As always, take care and peace out.